Well, good afternoon and welcome to day two of the finals here at the National Sports Center of the Bermuda Amateur Swimming Association's National Championships, Long Course Championships. We are set to get underway in approximately about 5 minutes. Day one was
Okay, it's five
very
minutes to
interesting.
go to the Saturday evening session of
We're
the
just
Bermuda
about ready to
National
get
On-Course
started.
Swim Chats, as kindly sponsored by Ascot. And if I could ask all
We'll be
officials and swimmers to be in position, please, so we can make a prompt start.
Underway shortly
All
here
swimmers
at
and
the National
officials,
Sports
position,
Center.
please.
That's the far end of the pool, the 50-meter mark, and the starting mark for tonight's. Just testing the equipment. So we'll be live and direct momentarily. There's a slight breeze here at the National Sports Center, but not too much that would deter us from getting tonight's
a
proceedings underway.
volunteer timekeeper. One
And welcome to the start. It is the 12 and under B final for the girls.
And first
100
up is the event 9 girls 100-meter freestyle.
100-meter freestyle
B final.
In lane 1 is Zala,
Sapelza,
Slater, Durkin, Armstrong, Wright, Jamel, Frawley, Yamin.
Is Isla Gemmel from Harbour.
We have in
Alana Fury from Harbour is in 7, and Mia Yanine from Harbour rounds out lane 8.
It's going to be in lane 4. Lane 4 is Armstrong, who will make the turn first. Make her way back down. This is the B final. As Armstrong continues to have a lead, a little bit of pressure coming from lane 7, and that's Frawley. And making their way down to that finish line. Let's see, we'll say, and that is in lane 4. That's Armstrong. Kenji Armstrong wins the B final. She qualified this morning at a time of 1:27.83. Now we go to Heat 2.
Okay, and next up is Heat 2 of the
12
girls
and
100-meter
under
freestyle.
A final
This is
for
the
the
12 and
girls.
under A
Lane
final.
1, we're going to have
And
Faye.
lane 1 is
In lane
Sonia
2,
Faye from Harbour.
Desjardins.
Lane 2,
Lane
Mila
3,
Desjardins
Conley.
from Harbour.
Lane
Lane
4,
3,
Desjardins. So we have
Harbour.
Myla
Lane
and
4,
Ava.
Mila
Myla
Desjardins
in
from
2,
Harbour.
Ava in
Lane
3 and
5,
4.
Charlotte
We
Henderson
have
from Harbour.
Henderson,
Lane 6,
Friend,
Maddie Friend
Collins,
from
and
Charles.
Weaver.
Lane 7, Charlie Collins from Harbour. And lane 8 is
5,
Anna
6,
Weaver from
7,
Harbour.
and
Make some
8.
noise
So,
for them.
A final set to get underway. The starters orders. And they are in the water. And it is lane 4 again. That is Ava.
And just a quick word on the format of this evening. Firstly, thanks again to our sponsor, Ascot, who've been doing this for 3 years. And
It's taking the early lead.
Terrific. A second note, don't forget to go upstairs and see Swim Sand. They sell the best
Make the
swimming
turn
gear.
first.
You want to make sure you have some of that. And then third up, the format for this evening is we're going to have a few 5-minute breaks speckled in and out so the swimmers don't get too tired.
They make their way back down.
Finals.
That is
And
Ava.
during that time,
But she's being pressured now by Henderson.
So
On her
listen
right
up for your names,
shoulder.
kids. They're going to be trophies and photos.
Here we have, see them at they come to see who will touch first, and it is going to be Ava Desjardins winning the A final. She qualified this morning in 109.09. She had the fastest time of the qualifier, and she has won the A final. Now we're going to move on to the 13 and over B final. The B final has Lau, Leclerc, Bortoli, Castri, Staynor, Buell, Collect, and Shepherd. They're on the way. B final. Once again, lane 4, and that's Castri. He qualified this morning with the fastest time of 108.13.
Brooke Castri is in lane 4. Alison Stainer is in lane 5. Lane 6, Zara Buell. Lane 7,
Brooke
Lillian
Castry
Collette. And
will make
rounding
that
out the
turn.
race is Ella Shepherd.
Makes that turn. They make their way back. Castry established a body length lead. In second is Stainoa, with just 2 hits right in lane 5. They're battling down the wire there. There you have it. Lane 8, that is Shepherd. That's about.
And getting ready to race is heat 4 of the girls 100-meter freestyle. This is the 13 and over A final. Lane 1, Leah Conley.
A final.
Lane 2, Emilia Duncan. Lane 3, Georgia White. Lane 4,
We're
Catherine
going to go
Willett.
through
Lane 5, Atlanta
13
Fulton.
and over A
Then
final.
Scarlett
We
Spurgeon.
have Leela Conley, Dunkerley,
Colette Durkin. That's next
have
choice for them.
Georgia White, Catherine Vedden, Elena Fulton, Scarlett Sperling, Madison Fox, and Colette Durkin. As they make their way. There's again lane 4. Lane 4 is Catherine Vedden. See, she'll make that turn right there first. They make their way back down. Redden, whole body length in front of lane 3 there, and that's Georgia White. Make their way to that finish line. And we're getting ready for heat 4 now. I'm sorry, heat. It's time for the boys 12 and under B final for the 100-meter freestyle. And they're off.
And now we're on to the event 10, boys 100-meter freestyle and
in this B final, we have Ivy,
boys 12 and under B final.
Hosa,
In lane 1, Ben
Alderman,
Ivy, then Finn Sackler,
Thompson,
then
Kemp,
Calvin Haldeman, Luke Thompson
Hearn,
in lane 4,
Heron,
Joey Heron
and
in
we
6,
have
Sam Vernon in
Aaron,
lane 7, and Sydney Rankin in lane 8. Let's cheer them on
Bernardo,
all the way home.
and Renkin. He's making that turn first. Coming out, it's lane Lane 4 is Luke Thompson. Thompson's making his way. Got a half a body length lead on Kemp in lane 5. Making that home stretch. Coach is in the way. I can't get the final. Y'all working on ensuring.
And next up is the 12 and under A final.
Don't stand in front of the
Lane
camera.
1, Marcus Heath. Lane 2, Nicholas Bob. Camden Collette in 3. Maxwell Williams in 4. Walker Smith in 5.
So
Kenyon
the
Armstrong
A
in 6.
final for 12 and under
Joseph Ewing in
boys.
7,
You have
and
Heath,
Joshua
Buck,
Cann rounding it out
Collette,
in lane 8.
Williams,
This is the
Smith,
A final.
Armstrong, Yasmin, and Khan. These are the finalists for the A final for the 12 and under boys. And we're in the pool. We have lane 6 battling lane 5. Lane 6 is Armstrong. Lane 5 is Smith, Walker Smith, and Kenyon Armstrong are battling it out. Joseph. Lane 4, that is Maxwell Williams, has taken a lead here. That is Maxwell Williams in lane 4 as well. Finished just ahead of Walker Smith. Those two battled this morning. 1:13.49 for Williams, 1:13.52 for Smith, and 1:13.58 for Camden Collette.
Birthday today. Happy birthday, Jacob.
So now we're going to the 13 and over B final. And they're in the water. For this, lane 1 is Lau, Monis, Mernville, Lau. We have Jasper Lau in lane 1, Joseph Lau in lane 4, Fulton lane 5, McFarland lane 6, Smith lane 7, and lane 8. Oh, it's a battle for that turn. We have in lane 4 and lane 5. Lane 4 is Joseph Lau, he has an edge. Lane 5 is Noah Fulton. The two are battling, looking. Go down to the wire.
And next up, getting ready to get on the blocks is Heat 4. This is the 13 and over A final for the boys 100 meter freestyle. Starting
So
getting
13 and over A final. Marizana for Gabrielle Marizana, Noah Marizana in lane 2, Thomas Ticini lane 3, Sam Williams in lane 4,
Alfie Johnson in 7, and Dominic Wright is lane 8.
Connor Hopman lane 5, Logan Jones lane 6, Alfie Johnson lane 7, and Dominic Wright lane 8. And they're in the pool. A final, 13 and over. Marizana, Ticini, Williamson, Hopman, Jones, Johnson, and Wright. It is a battle right in the middle. In lane 5, Sam Williamson, and in lane 6 you have Logan Jones, and in lane 4 you have Sam Williamson. It is going to be decided by fingertips. By fingertips, for sure. Fortunate without the scoreboard working, it's very difficult to tell who's actually winning these races when they're tight like this. But a good swim for all.
And that's a 5-minute break. 5-minute break.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. And we'll be back when competition resumes. And welcome back. We're set to resume competition here. It's going to be the 12 and under A final for the girls 200-meter backstroke. So, yeah, just getting ready to have the athletes, Charlie Collins, Charlotte Henderson, Evelyn Faye, Sloan Wright, and Annabelle Weaver.
And next up, event 15, girls 200-meter backstroke. This is the 12 and under A final. In lane 2, Charlie Collins.
Charlie Collins in lane 2.
Lane 3.
Charlotte Henderson lane 3.
In lane 4.
Lane
Sloan
4.
Wright in 5.
Evelyn Faye, Sloan Wright in lane 5. And Annabelle Weaver, lane 6. Get into the water again. This is the girls 12 and under A final for the 200-meter backstroke. And they're underway. We have lane 3, Anderson easing forward a little bit, but Faye is not letting her go. And Wright is there as well.
Medals and prizes in the 5-minute breaks. I would love it if you were the quickest people, not just in the pool, but the quickest people to come and get your medals as well, please. Thank you.
And it's going to be lane 4. Faye takes the turn first, but she's level right there with Anderson in lane 3 to a stroke for stroke. With lane 5, Sloan Wright sitting and waiting. As they make their way. Make the turn there. They both make turns. Again, it looks as if Faye has taken a full body length lead over Henderson, and fading just a bit is Wright. They look like they're the ones that will be on the podium. But in what order will it be? If Faye, Henderson, Wright, Faye in lane 4, Henderson lane 3, and Sloan Wright in lane 5. 2 have made the turn. 3 have made the turn to head back down the home stretch, and it looks as if it's going to be Faye who has a commanding lead, and she just needs to keep that pace. She will be the 12 and under girls national champion for 200 meters. She comes in, and there you have it. She's touched the wall. And second will be Charlotte Henderson, and third will no doubt be Sloan Wright. So there you have it. That's your podium for the 200 meters for the girls. 12 and under. And the next event will be the 13 and over A final.
And the next race up is Heat 2 with the girls 200 meter backstroke, and this is the 13 and over A final. We have Eloise Coburn in lane 3.
And then we have
Alison Steiner in lane 4. And Zara Buell in lane 5.
And Zara Buell in lane 5. So, Coburn, Steiner, and Buell. The 13 and over A final. And there they are.
18 lanes have been completed. The score is 1-5.
And I'm going to take advantage of this moment to once again thank our sponsors, Ascot Bermuda, the swimmers are the stars of the show.
Lane 4 is Stanor, who has established a slight lead over Buell in lane 5.
I'm also going to do a shout out for Swim Sam upstairs, get all of the best swim stuff from up there. And another shout out for the Olympic Values Education Program, who stand upstairs.
Let's see who takes that turn first. It's going to be lane 4, Stanor, but Buell is right there. They still have another 150 to go. This is the 13 and over A final for the girls 200 meter backstroke, and it looks as if Stanor has established a lead, almost a full body length, but Buell is still there in lane 5. As they make their way back up.
Yes, I'll tell them. They don't even know it's there. I didn't know it was there.
Oh, okay. As we have Stanor now making her way. She's close to the mark of making the turn. She does make the turn, and Buell will make the turn now. So Stanor will, if she can keep this pace, she's got maybe a 3 or 4 body length lead on Buell in lane 5, and an even further lead on Coburn.
Do we have a Cole Pryor? Cole Pryor, who I believe is racing in the next event. Cole Pryor.
There you have it, Stanor. Alison Stanor is the 13 and over A national champion for the girls 200 backstroke. Now we turn our attention to the boys.
And this is event 16, the boys 200 meter backstroke, and in A final.
A final of the boys 200 meter backstroke. We have Kenyon Armstrong in lane 2, Cameron Duda in lane 3, Roy Shepard lane 4, Alex Rambo lane 5, Walker Smith lane 6, and Cole Pryor lane 7. Racing at the fastest time this morning with Rory Shepard, 2:21.01, and we had 2:24.77 from Alex Rambo. And they're off. This is the boy 200-meter backstroke A final in lane 4, establishing an early lead. It's Rory Shepard, but Alex Rambo is not letting him go. The pair will battle as they did this morning. In lane 3, Duda is in 3rd. Lane 6 is Smith. And in lane 2 is Armstrong. As they make the turn, they head the ways back. And it's going to be Shepard establishing himself just a half a body length lead in lane 4. As he makes the turn there. As we have 100 meters to go to determine the champion. And Shepard looks comfortable. He has two body length lead on Rambo right now. We'll be looking to increase it over the last 60 meters. We get ready to make the turn. And it is Shepard who makes the turn first. We have Rambo making this turn second. Shepard looking comfortable. It looks as if Rory Shepard will be the boys 200-meter national champion for backstroke. Looking comfortable there. As he touches the wall, congratulations to Rory Shepard. There you have Rambo in second. They're side by side. The next event, you just need to give the timers a couple of minutes to get to the other end of the pool because we're going to do 50-meter butterflies. 12 and under, A final.
And that's the sign for another 5-minute break, during which we're going to have the next set of awards. And because I was slow last time, we've got a few more to get through. First up is event 10, the boys 12 and under 100-meter freestyle.
We'll be back
Please
when
can Canyon, Walker, and Maxwell all come up, please?
Action.
Canyon, Walker. mule. Well done, Zara.
And welcome back. We're just finishing off a bit of the
And your Alaska Bermuda girls, 13 and over, 200 meters.
back underway shortly with all the timekeepers are in place.
Allison.
And we'll be getting back underway with the 12 and under A final for girls 50-meter butterfly.
Can we clear the ball, please? Can we clear the ball? We're back into action in 1 minute's time. Back into action. All right, and next up is the girls 50-meter butterfly. Timekeepers already at the far end. Girls 50-meter butterfly. 12 and under, A final.
The A final will feature
In lane 1, Jackie
Armstrong,
Armstrong.
Wright,
Lane 2, Sloan
lane
Wright.
2,
Lane
lane 3 is
Charlie
Collins, lane
Charlotte
4
Henderson
is
in 4.
Anderson,
Leah Connolly in
lane
5.
5 is
Emily
Conley,
Fay in 6.
lane 6
Callie
Fay,
Connor in 7.
lane
And
7
Anya
Clemmer,
Fay in
and
8.
lane
Go
8
girls.
Penny Fay. We have Evelyn Fay in lane 6. So this is going to be a fast one, 50 meters. Butterfly, 12 and under, A final. And we're underway. See right away in lane 4, that's Charlotte Henderson, establishing the lead, but not to be outdone is Faye in lane 6, to her left. It's going to be Henderson, followed by Faye, and probably Collins. That third place was a bit too close to fall. The next event is the 13 and over B final for the girls in the 50-meter butterfly. And we're going to have in lane 1, Collette, lane 2, Sperling, lane 3, Hayward, lane 4, Smith, lane 5, Holdman, lane 6, Leclerc, lane 7, Benavides, and lane 8, Robinson. So the B final for the 50-meter butterfly. And there you have it. 13 and over B
And
final
this
for the
is
girls.
13 and over B final girls, 50-meter fly. In lane 1, Lillian Perez.
In lane 4 we have Smith. Smith, and she's battling Avery Holdman. They are going stroke for stroke. Let's see who will touch this wall first. It looks as if Smith has the advantage. That was too close to call. Good swim.
And this is E3. This is the 13 and over A final.
This is the 13 and over A final
Lane
now.
1, Scarlett
In
Sperling.
lane 1, Scarlett Sperling.
Georgia White
Lane
in
2,
2.
Georgia White.
Amelia Dunkley in
In
3.
lane 3,
Catherine Wedley in
Amelia
4.
Dunkley.
Brooke
In
Castry
lane
in
4,
5.
Catherine Redmond.
Lana Fulton
In
in
lane
6.
5, Brooke
Alison
Castry.
Steele in
In
7.
lane 6,
And Madison Fox in
Elena
8.
Fulton. And lane 7, Allison Stenor. And closing out the field in lane 8, Madison Fox. underway. This is the 13 and over girls A final, and the battle is on. Lane 4, Catherine Redding, position himself a slight lead here. And the chasing pack in a line. See, Redden hasn't established a body length lead, and there you have it. Redden takes the title. Lane 4. Now we go to the boys. 12 and under A final. Straight to the A final. Straight to the A final for the 12 and under boys.
Marcus E in 2, Camden Collette in 3, Kenyon Armstrong in 4,
Joshua Dan in lane 1.
Nicholas Bock in 6, Luke Thompson in
You
7,
have Marcus E in lane 2, Camden Collette in lane 3, Kenyon Armstrong lane 4, Joseph Yamin in lane 5, Nicholas Brock in lane 6, Luke Thompson in lane 7, and Logan Farwell Farley. In lane 8. And they have it, they're underway. Let's see, they can sort themselves out in lane 4 and lane 5, battling it out. Lane 4 is Armstrong. Lane 3 is Collette. Here you have on the inside here Yamin in lane 5. This one should be a doozy. You have both Armstrong and Yamin battling. And it looks as if lane 4 is Kenyon Armstrong. He'll take the title. We'll go back to the starting blocks and we see 13 and over B final. We have Portelli, Twilly, Johnson, McFarland, Fulton, Krusky, Utterbridge, and Leclerc. Lanes 1 through 8. And they're in the pool.
This is the 13 and over B final.
B final, 50-meter butterfly for the boys. 13 and over.
Thomas Lepo in 2, Zach Johnson in 3.
We have lane 4 and lane 5. McFarland and Fulton are battling it out in the middle.
Caden Outbridge in 7, and Butler in Leclerc in lane 8.
Who will it be? It looks as if it's going to be lane 5. Lane 5 is Noah Fulton. This morning time was 29.92.
And standing on the blocks for the 13 and over A final, boys 50-meter
13 and over A final.
Gabe
We
Marzano in
have
1.
Gabrielle Marzano in lane 1.
Two.
Joseph Lau in
Logan
lane
Jones
2.
in 3.
Logan Jones in lane 3.
Ciccini in 4.
Thomas Ciccini
Alfie Johnson
in lane
5.
4. Alfie Johnson lane 5. Noah Marzano in lane Marzana in lane 6. Alex Wormbo in lane 7. Dominic Wright in lane 8. And they're in the pool. It is a battle right here in the middle with Ciccini and Johnson battling in lane 4 and 5. But it looks as if Johnson has established himself a slight lead, and we'll be able to tell in just a moment. Actually, it is going to be lane 4, Thomas Ciccini. qualified this morning with a time of 25.61. Johnson this morning was 26.23.
And that's another 5-minute break. So can I take this opportunity to have Canyon Armstrong and Walker Smith come up to the table, please, along with Cameron Duda, Axel Werbo, and
We'll
Rory
be back.
Shepherd.
They're going to take another break to allow
Canyon,
Sunkeepers to
Walker,
get back
Rory,
into
Axel,
position.
and Cameron Duda up to the table.
We will resume after the break with the 100-meter breaststroke. We'll be right back. We'll be back underway shortly. See, timekeepers are in their spots. Swimmers behind the blocks. And it's going to be the girls 12 and under B final for the 100-meter breaststroke. They're in the pool.
And this is the men's 17 girls 100-meter breaststroke. And this is the 12 and under B final. We have Isla Gemmell in 1. Margot Zinlister Collard in 2. Kiera Slater in 3.
5.
Isabel Cole in 4.
It's
Maddie Friend
Gemmell,
in 5.
Zinmeister,
in 6.
Slater,
Robin
Cole,
Salazar in 7.
Friend,
And
Yamin,
Chloe Durkin in lane 8.
Elsa, and
And
Durkin.
one more time,
Right
please,
now we
you
have a battle
Swims
in
and
lane
have the
5 and 6.
2026 Nat Champs
That
bag
would be
tags.
5
There's
is
only
Friend,
8 left.
Yamin
Go
is
get
in
yours
6.
now.
They are battling their way down. There you have it. And it looks as if it's going to be in lane 5, making the turn first. That would be Friend. With a slight lead over Yamin. And then in lane 4 we have Pull. In lane 3 we have Slater. So right now it is lane 5, 6, 3, and 4. So lane 5 is Friend, 6 Yamin, 3 is Slater, 4 is Pull. We're gonna get ready to make that next turn. There you have the next turn coming about. Next turn, no next turn. It was a 100-meter breaststroke. And the B final title would go to Madeline Friend. So now we turn our attention to
And next up is Heat 2 of men's 17 girls 100-meter breaststroke. This is the 12 and under A final. We
12
have
and under
Annabelle
A
Weaver
final
in lane
for
1.
the breaststroke.
Stone Wright in lane 2. Alana Frawley in lane 3.
It's going to be
Lynn Fay in lane 4.
Annabelle
Kiera
Weaver,
Connolly in
lane
5.
1.
Anya
Sloan
Fay in
Wright, lane
6.
2.
Angie Armstrong
Alana
in
Farley,
7. And
lane
Willow
3.
Wright in lane 8.
Evelyn
So,
Faye, lane 4. Vera Connolly, lane 5. Annie Faye, lane 6. Kenji Armstrong, lane 7. And Willa Wright, lane 8. 100-meter 12 and under A final. And they're in the pool. Let's see if they can sort themselves out. Evelyn Faye had the fastest time this morning of 1:38.86. She's in lane 4. Lane 5 is Vera Connolly. The pair are battling early in this. Side by side, they keep taking a peek at each other. Keep taking a look at each other over their shoulders. See if there's any room being created. And in fact, it is Faye who has established a lead. Makes the turn. Heading home now. But it doesn't look as if Connolly wants to give it up. She's pushing it. But it looks as if Faye has established herself as the leader. And looks as if she's going to take this title, the national champion at 12 and under for 100-meter breaststroke. Let's see. So you have The A final.
And now we have the three of the girls 100-meter breaststroke. This is the 13 and over A final. Led off by Rihanna Hayward in 1, Sophia Leclerc in 2.
13 and over A final. Lane 1, we have Rihanna Hayward. Lane 2, Sophie Leclerc. Lane 3, Vera
Smith in lane 8. Go girls.
Lau. Lane 4, Lila Funley. Lane 6, Scarlett Sperling. Lane 7. Sorry. In lane 5 is Scarlett Sperling. In lane 6 is Colette Durkin. Lane 7, Ella Shepard. And in lane 8, Isla Smith. Step off. We have clouds rolling in. Hopefully the wet weather stays away. The wind is picking up here.
We have an alternate in lane 1. I'm not going to read all the names out again, but well done, Project Benavides. Let's go!
And we do have a change in lane 1. We have Benavides. We're back up in the box now. And they're in the pool for the 13 and over 100-meter breaststroke for the girls. And in lane, you see lane 4, that is Hunley. Lane 5, we have Sperling. Lane 3, we have Lau. Let's make their way down and we'll see the turn. It's going to be lane 4 making the turn first, and that is indeed Conley. And there you have the leader comfortably out there in front.
When you come to this, where we have
Body length.
Isabella Cole.
Closest opponent.
And in the meantime, let's hear it one more time for these girls, especially Paget, who was racing at about 3 seconds notice.
And it looks as if Conley will take this title. And there you have it, touching the wall. And she had the fastest time this morning of 1:27.20, and she did not disappoint in the final this evening.
Next up will be event 18, the boys 100-meter breaststroke, and this is the 12 and under final, being contested between Heath Kemp in 1, Josh Kern in 2, Joseph Yamin in 3, Maxwell Williams in 4.
So now we turn to the boys 100-meter breaststroke. 12 and under A final. Keith Kemp, lane 1. Joshua Can, lane 2. Joseph Yamin, lane 3. Maxwell Williams, lane 4. Joseph Heron, lane 5. Marcus He, lane 6. Finn Sepulza, lane 7, and Kelvin Houdman, lane 8. They're under the starters' orders. And they are in the pool. Already establishing a lead. Young Maxwell Williams in lane 4. Yamin in lane 3. You have P in lane 6. And in lane 5, we have Joseph Herron. Williams established a solid lead, making his way back down. To the finish line as established a solid lead, and that is young Williams pulling away from his nearest rivals. He's coasting home. Coming to the shot momentarily. There he is. There's your winner, Maxwell Williams. He this morning had the fastest qualifying time of 1:31.42, and was in the over 13 girls final. Did not disappoint after working hard this morning to establish himself as the favorite.
Next up is T2. That's the 13 and over A final for boys 100 meter breaststroke. In lane
Now we
1,
have
Ben
the
Trotty.
13 and over
Lane
A
2,
final.
Lane 3, Rory Shepherd.
In
Lane 4, Joseph Lau.
lane
Jamie
1,
McFarlane
we
in
have
5.
Benjamin Crosby.
Noah Marzano
Lane
in
2,
6.
Jasper Lau.
Thomas Twilling in
Lane
7.
3,
And
Rory
Zachary
Shepard.
Johnson in
Lane 4,
8.
Joseph Lau. Lane 5, Jamie McFarlane. Lane 6, Noah Marazano. Lane 7, Thomas Twilly. And then lane 8, Zachary Johnson. They're in the pool. As we look in the middle there, Joseph Lau has established himself a lead, but Jamie McFarlane in lane 5 is not letting him go. Lane 6 is Noah Marazana. He's not letting go either. They battle their way down for the first 50. And let's see who'll make this turn first. It's a tie turn in lane 4 and 5. So Lau and McFarlane side by side. But off the push, Lau has established himself a 2 body length lead right off the push of the wall. He has established himself a lead and has taken total control of this race. Lau this morning qualified in 1:15.91, and McFarlane was 1:17.54. There you have it, Joseph Lau. They're going to take another 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have the girls 50-meter backstroke. So the timekeepers need to change positions. And also, before the night is out, we're going to have boys 50-meter backstroke, and we will end with 400-meter freestyles.
And can we have up Elana Fulton, Brooke Castrin, Catherine Wedden, please, and Ben. Just
So
Ben.
we'll be back.
Sessions in, and we finally got to event one.
And we're getting ready to get back underway here at the National Sports Center with 50-meter backstroke.
Timekeepers are at the other end.
12 and under B final is first up. Lane 1 is Durkin. Lane 2, Pelza. Lane 3, Yamin. Lane 4, Wright. Lane 5, Armstrong. Farley. Lane 6, Henderson. Lane 7, and Zeminster. Lane 8. Officials, the timekeepers all look like they're ready. Like we're about to get back underway here. And underway. 50-meter backstroke. Again, this is the 12 and under B final. So lane 1, Durkin. Lane 2, Samosi. Lane 3, Yamin. Lane 4, Wright. Lane 5, Armstrong. Lane 6, Rowley. Lane 7, Henderson. And lane 8, Zeminster. Look and see, there's a battle between Wright and Armstrong. Wright and Armstrong in lane 4 and 5. But it looks as if Wright in lane 4 has pulled away just a bit. With Armstrong in lane 5. But it's going to be Wright in lane 4. Willow Wright won the B final.
This is Heat 2, 1.
Now we're going to have the 12 and under A final. And in lane 1, Annie Faye. Lane 2, Myla Desjardins. Lane 3, Sloan Wright. Lane 4, Eva Desjardins. Lane 5, Charlotte Henderson. Lane 6, Ledlin Friend. Lane 7, Isla Gemmo. And in lane 8, Kira Slater. Now. We'll get into the pool. 12 and under A final. Under in the pool now. Underway. We have Faye, Desjardins, Wright, Desjardins, Henderson, Friend, Gemmo, and Slater. In the middle there, we see in lane 4 and lane 5, we have a battle between Desjardins in lane 4 and Henderson in lane 5. They're battling their way down. Let's see who will take this. It's going to be lane 4, Eva Desjardins. Just beating out Charlotte Henderson in lane 5. The 13 and over B final for the girls. We have Benavides in lane 1, Altman lane 2, Haywood lane 3, Tobin lane 4, Smith lane 5, Ortelli lane 6, Borgen lane 7, and Benavides lane 8.
Girls 50 meter backstroke. This is heat 3, 13 and over, B final. In lane 1, Patrick Benavides. Lane 2, Avery Holman. Lane 4, Eloise Cabot. Lane 5, Ryan Smith. Lane 6, Elena Borgen.
Lane 5,
Lane 7, Evelyn Brogdon.
that is Smith. Isla Smith has established herself a lead. Bortoli, lane 6, and Tobin in lane 7 are not giving it up. And it's going to be lane 5, Smith. And next it's going to be the 13 and over A final. And in this A final, we have lane 1. And they're in the pool. Lane 1, Lillian Follett. Lane 2, Zara Bull. Lane 3, Allison Stenor. Lane 4, Violet Smith. Lane 5, Elena Fulton. Lane 6, Scarlett Sperling. Lane 7, Madison Fox. And lane 8, Deanna Robinson. And we can look and see lane 4 is Violet Smith. Established a big lead here early on. And it is indeed going to be lane 4, Violet Smith.
Exams be exams.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have the under 12, 12 and under B final for the boys, 50 meter backstroke. As they get into the pool.
You're looking for more of like a low taxi, right?
And this is event 2, boys, 50 meter backstroke, 12 and under, B final.
We have the B final with Ferguson, Oro, Saposa, Ken, Aaron, Rankin, Ivy, and Puta. Right now we see in lane 4, that is Joshua Can, who has established himself a quaddy length lead early in this race. But in lane 3, you have Finn Saposa. And it is going to be lane 4, Joshua Can, claiming the victory. We have
And
now
this
the
is
12 and under
event
A
two,
final.
the boys 50-meter backstroke, 12 and under A final, being contested between Luke Thompson in one,
A final.
Nicholas
In
Block in
lane one is
two,
Luke Thompson.
Camden Collette
Lane
in
two,
lane
Nicholas
three,
Block.
Kenyon Armstrong
Lane
in
three,
four,
Camden
Joseph
Collette.
Yamin in five,
Lane
Marcus
four,
He in
Kenyon
six,
Armstrong.
Eve Kemp in
Lane
seven,
five,
and Calvin
Joseph
Holden in eight.
Yamin. Lane six, Marcus He. Lane seven, Keith Kemp. And lane eight, Kelvin Holdman. And they're in the
Just a
pool.
couple of announcements to make. The volunteer prize for tonight is won by David Friend. David Friend, well done. You win the volunteer prize for this evening. I'll keep that collected for you.
In lane four,
And also,
Kenyon Armstrong or Joseph Yamin battling hard in lane five, and Camden Collette in lane three, not letting go. Let's see who will. It'll definitely be Armstrong in lane four. Kenyon Armstrong will be the national champion for 12 and under boys 50-meter backstroke.
And coming up next is the boys 50-meter backstroke, heat 3, 13 and over, A final. Contested between Dalen Outerbridge in lane 1.
This is
Ben
the
Crosby
13 and
in
over
lane
A
2.
final.
Axel Wernberg in
It's
lane
Dalen
3.
Outerbridge in lane
Connor Hotman
1.
in 4.
Dominic Wright in
Alfie
lane
Johnson
2.
in 5.
Alex
Mark
Brembo
Shepard
lane
in
3.
6.
Connor
Jamie
Hotman
McFarlane
lane
in
4.
7. And Cameron
Alfie
Duden
Johnson
in
lane
8.
5.
Good luck, boys.
Rory Shepard lane 6. Jamie McFarlane lane 7. And Cameron Duda lane 8. They take the plunge into the pool. We're underway.
And just as another reminder, thank you very much to Aska, and don't forget
This
Swim
one
Time
is
upstairs.
indeed a
all of
barn
their
burner.
swimming stuff.
You have Hotman in lane 4. You have Johnson in lane 5. It looks Connor Hotman has established himself a comfortable lead in lane 4, and he has won it. So we only have 2 events remaining for tonight, and it's going to be the 400-meter freestyle girls, and then the 400.
And that's a
400
5-minute break. Officials,
boys.
you may take a
We'll be
5-minute
right
break.
back after a short break.
Be ready to go again.
Final 2 events of the night.
For the final 2 events of the evening, the girls 400-meter freestyle and the boys.
And we are back. The final two events of the night. The first one up is the
Next up,
400
event
meter
19,
freestyle
the
girls.
showcase event of the night. Girls 400 meter freestyle. This is contested between Sophia Leclerc in lane 1,
Sophia Leclerc in lane 1, Colette Durkin in lane 2, Scarlett Sperling lane 3, Catherine Benning lane 4, Georgia White lane 5, Madison Fox lane 6, Elaine Bortoli lane 7, and Eva DeJardins lane 8. Those are the contestants for this 400 meter freestyle. And they're off. Eight laps of the pool. And it's going to be in lane red and white, side by side.
The racing, we have some more medals to hand out, for which please can I have Ben
Take the turn first.
over here. Coach Ben
Oh,
over here,
simultaneous.
please, to hand out medals. Coach Ben,
Back together.
thank you, Mr. Jones. And can I
Catherine
have
Betting in lane 4 and Georgia
Charlotte
White
Henderson
lane
and Eva De
5.
Alison Stainer, Elena Colton, and Violet Smith. Sloan, Charlotte and Eva, Alison, Elena, and Violet.
Coming to that is Catherine Redden that took the turn first. They make their way back up. Redden has established herself a body length lead over Georgia White.
Yet, on account of the fact that she is racing in lane 8.
Redden will make the turn. White to make the turn.
Okay, so
Then back down.
we've got girls 12 and under 50 meter backstroke medals, and in third place, Sloan Wright, well done, Sloan.
That is Redden.
In second place, Charlotte
Leader.
Henderson, well done, Charlotte. Would Mila like to take the medal for Eva? Would Mila like to come down and take the medal for her sister? It comes.
As we have
Congratulations, Mila. Promise you'll give this to
Redden
Eva? And tonight, girls 12 and under 50 meter backstroke.
Redden
Armstrong, Axel Werber, Alfie Johnson, and
continues
Tom
to
Hoffman.
establish the lead. She makes the turn there.
Daniel Armstrong, Axel Werber, Alfie Johnson, and Tom Hoffman.
And you're going to have Georgia White making the turn. Back to Redden, who the last lap. Redden make the turn. Makes her way back down for the final time.
Okay, in which case, medals being presented by Ben. Thank you very much. First up, we have in second place, Camden Collapse. Well done, Camden. Sorry, my brother.
Captain Brennan in the march.
National champion is Kenny Armstrong. Well done, Kenny.
And there she has
Well
it.
done, boys. And then, up next, we have boys 13 and 50 with Axel. In third place, Axel Warner. Well done, Axel.
And there you have Georgia White making her way
In
in.
second place, we have Alfie Jackson. Well done, Alfie. And in first place, this is boys 13 and 50 with Axel. That's great for you. National champion. Come on, Alfie.
Yes, it's going to be Durkin. He will finish third.
And thank you, Ben. But any other medals? Do you manage to those?
Colette Durkin finishing third. And now on to the final event of the night. We have Noah Fulton in lane 1 for the boys, 400-meter freestyle. Logan Jones in lane 2. Harrison Banks, lane 3. Thomas Cicchini, lane 4. Sam Williamson, lane 5. Dominic Wright, lane 6. And Roy Shepard, lane 7. And Ethan Smith,
In the final
lane
event, the other blue ribbon event of the
8.
evening. This is event 20, boys, 400-meter freestyle. And contesting it will be Noah Fulton in lane 1. Logan Jones in lane 2. Harrison Banks in 3. Thomas Cicchini in 4. Sam Williamson in 5. Dom Wright in 6. No, Dom, sorry, mental torture. Rory Shepard in 7. And Ethan Smith in lane 8. Make some noise for the boys.
Final event of the night.
Let's go, boys! Go on, Sam.
And they're in the pool.
And that pause was Brian just building tension. Thanks very much.
400-meter freestyle. We have early lead in lane 4. That's Thomas Cicchini. Establishing go. It's a battle there. 3 swimmers making the turn together. As they make their way .100 completed out of the 4. They make their way back up. Here they have the turn. The battle is on. For 50. them in the leaders. As we have lane 6, it is Sam Williamson. In lane 4 is Thomas Ciccini. Williamson has made the turn in lane 5. And so has Banks in lane 3. It is Williamson and Banks. Should be interesting. And it is Sam Williamson making the turn first, but Banks is right there. The pair are battling this out. This is the last lap. Williamson has a slight lead of body length, but still Banks is not giving up so easily as they battle. As Sam Williamson makes the turn, and so does Banks. Here they come, the final leg of this race. Harrison Banks in lane 3, Sam Williamson in lane 5. Williamson has a slight edge, but Banks is not giving up an inch. Down to the wire. Oh, that is far too close to call. Far too close to call. What a race. What a race to end the night. What a way to end the night. We want to thank you for joining us for night number 2 of the National Championships here at the National Sports Center. We'll be back for the final day of racing, or the finals tomorrow afternoon. We want to thank everyone that has joined us today, and we look forward to bringing you live coverage of the final tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon right here from the National Sports Center. Enjoy the rest of your evening.